Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. The Department of Government Efficiency is no more. That's right, DOGE itself has been cut. And the agency, once headed by Elon Musk and for a short time Vivek Ramaswamy, has been broken up. But the Trump administration is not done looking to reform the U.S. government. It has a big announcement that it is tackling an issue that has been a major problem for the United States for decades. But before we get into this story, please like, share, and comment at Explain America. Join us. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, the Trump administration, in its second term, it came in guns blazing. And their target was the waste, corruption, and inefficiency in the U.S. government. Now, Trump tapped one of his biggest backers on the campaign trail, billionaire Elon Musk, to oversee the audit of the U.S. government looking for such waste, fraud, and abuse. And it identified some major issues. One of them, of course, was USAID, which was identified as a corrupt slush fund that was directing hundreds of billions of dollars in taxpayer money overseas, only to be rerouted through non-government organizations that was funding corrupt Democrats and uniparty Republicans. And of course, this made DOGE a huge target of the swamp. The media went on a blitz against Elon Musk and Trump for this measure. And Elon Musk suffered huge backlash. In fact, Teslas were burned in terrorist attacks across the United States. It was really a spectacle that went on for months. Well, Musk, to his credit, he stuck through for a lot of it. He was only appointed for a temporary tenure, and he left in May. So DOGE has crept along since then, but it has not been nearly as effective. And despite its attempts to cut the waste, fraud, and abuse out of the government, it really takes Congress to do this, because the House of Representatives constitutionally has the power of the purse. So they can do a lot of the heavy lifting. And that is why the Trump administration is turning to a new initiative, and that is reforming the broken healthcare system in this country. As you know, America has the worst of both worlds. It has an expensive market-based system and a huge government-run socialized healthcare wing that drives up costs in the market, and of course subsidizing illegal aliens. That was a hot topic during the government shutdown. It was something that the blue states in particular were looking for funding to support. And the Obamacare subsidies that were passed during the COVID pandemic, they expired, and they are going to be revisiting that here in December. And that was a provision, a promise that was made to end the government shutdown. That's right, it was all for nothing. The Democrats didn't even get one of their biggest negotiation points in the government shutdown. So they could have saved us all a lot of hassle, and not to mention hundreds of billions of dollars in lost revenue due to the uncertainty that surrounded the shutdown. So Trump is actually going to put forth a huge initiative to reform healthcare in this country. And that should be coming out anytime now, ahead of the negotiations in December for reforming Obamacare. Of course, one of the biggest things they could do to reform Obamacare is, well, to repeal most of it. And, well, the healthcare costs in this country have exploded for generations after LBJ's Great Society programs. Medicare and Medicaid have been broken because they just drive up our costs, and our hospitals treating illegal aliens, and, well, that's tens of millions of people that are on the taxpayer dime. There's no way that this is sustainable, and the Trump administration is finally doing something about it. Well, let's hope this comes to fruition, because it could be something that would really establish Trump's legacy in history. Let's hope that he does that. And weigh in with your thoughts. We always appreciate hearing from you at Explain America.